Welcome to the Suzanne and Sarah Real Estate Investing Podcast, where strategy meets hustle and your real estate goals turn into reality. Where Suzanne and Sarah, investors, agents, and your go-to team for smart strategies, honest insights, and plenty of laughs along the way. Whether you're flipping, renting, or just starting out, we're here to help you invest smarter and live better. So let's dive in because the best time to invest is now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Kick Corporate Podcast with your hosts, Suzanne and Sarah. And just a heads up, we might be a little rusty because we're out of practice. We've been taking some much needed time off, and we are back with renewed energy and a really juicy topic to share with you all today, which is all about bonus depreciation, which is back in 2025 at 100%. And we're going to talk to you a little bit about how the STR loophole in the tax code makes this an even juicier tax strategy that you need to employ between now and December 31st. So let's dive in.
Heck yeah. So that's our focus for the remainder of the year, because not only is this powerful in our clients' lives, but it's also been a powerful tool that Suzanne and I have started to employ in our own real estate investing journeys over the past couple of years. It's a vehicle that I only learned about pretty recently and has completely changed my tax situation. 2024 was the year where I paid the least amount of taxes that I've ever paid, but made the most money that I've ever made. So there's something to that, right? And it's all legal, but it's also about strategy. If it would have been a normal year and in the process of preparing taxes and estimating payments for income earned, I would have been in the 5-figure taxes owed bracket. And as a responsible real estate professional, I should have been setting aside 30% of my income the entire year. I'm not always perfect, and that didn't happen for me this year. And I might not have saved up for that. But thankfully, we work with a tax professional and CPA that helps us do more than just file our taxes. Our tax professional is able to help us stop and look at our tax liability and help us plan for utilizing this bonus depreciation through cost segregation studies. So my tax bill went down to 10% of what it was originally forecast and saved me a lot of stress and hassle with the IRS. And I can do this on long-term rentals because I have real estate professional status just by being a real estate professional. But you can do this too with short-term rentals and long-term rentals. And that's what we're going to talk to you about through this podcast today. Suzanne's story is similar, but a little different.
It is, yes. So I was able to leverage cost segregation studies on properties that I had purchased in previous years and take bonus depreciation on properties that I already owned, not just properties that were put into service in 2024. That was pretty powerful. It also involved doing some amendments of previous tax filings, and it resulted in a significant refund, which was a total bonus at the end of the tax year. And certainly not something that I expected or was counting on, but all of that helps fuel more investment. And that's why things like this are in the tax code, to continue fueling investment in real estate, especially real estate for rentals. The reason we're focusing on short-term rentals for the rest of the year is because so many of you, our listeners, are W-2 income earners. And there is what's nicknamed the STR loophole in the tax code that allows you to take 100% bonus depreciation in 2025 with only 100 hours of material participation on that vacation rental. And that's something that you can achieve between now and the end of the year. If you are searching for an STR, you get the listing ready, you get all of the things ready for the property, you can absolutely achieve that 100-hour minimum and save yourself a boatload of taxes at the end of the year. So it is a big deal. That's why a lot of people are talking about it and why we are focusing on this for our podcast, for our weekly emails, and for our overall marketing, because this is such a powerful tool for real estate investors. And not everybody really understands how it works and how impactful it can be on your overall financial situation. we just want to give you an example of one of our clients who utilized this strategy last year when bonus depreciation was only at 40% in 2024. Quick backstory, he and his wife have high earnings on W-2, so they have high income, they don't have a lot of time. They bought a short-term rental intentionally for the bonus depreciation, not just for the immediate cash flow. So when they were looking at the analysis that we do for all of our clients, they were not looking at the monthly, they were looking at the overall, like how much is this going to save us in taxes? And the result was a huge offset for their taxes in 2025. So tell us what the outcome was, Sarah.
Yeah, again, this is a large six-figure earner, and through paying money up front to do this cost seg study, which depending on where you do it through can cost you anywhere from just under $1,000 to all the way up to about $4,000 or $5,000, tracking that 100 hours for your material participation. This gave these clients a $70,000 tax refund based on their W-2 income for 2024. And that's just a huge boot, right? Like these people already have other projects, rental projects, real estate projects in play. That money could immediately be employed and continue to work for them for the next year's rental to pass down the benefit for the following year as well. So what's really cool about this is, like Suzanne said, we do deal analysis for all of our clients. And while the numbers on our deal analysis might not make sense on paper that day, you have to also factor in looking forward and factoring in your tax situation, because it might make sense in that case as well. Oh my gosh, I just completely lost it there, Suzanne. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So what's really particularly cool about them, I think, is they purchased this property one year, they squeezed all of the juice out of it that they possibly could, and they sold next year so they could do it again. And so the point here is, while it wasn't a real estate investment to buy and sell and make them a ton of money on the sell side, just that's hard to do in just one year, they really got their greatest benefit from this property through the tax savings. So there's multiple ways to use real estate investments, and not just for their appreciation or value add, which is something that they did with this property by turning it into a business and furnishing it. And also what's, I guess, even cooler, I guess we didn't tap into, is the person that we sold this property to, their property to, was someone looking to do exactly the same thing that they're doing. It was someone who is another high income W-2 earner who's coming in. And did they buy in 2025?
Yep, they bought it this year. Get bonus depreciation on that one this year, which is huge. They'll get more than the previous clients did. Squeeze all the juice from it in this very first year, and very likely sell it with us next year.
Yeah, it's so cool. Just that people can be that, they can have the big picture to look at what the short term and the long term all on the same page there. But yeah, this person was looking for exactly what our initial client was looking for. But what was particularly neat is they were able to walk into a totally turnkey product, whereas the previous clients were the original ones who had the vision and built it out as is. So I think there's a business model here as well for somebody who's listening and has some ambition.
Absolutely. Yes. And that's why we're talking about this in every single one of our weekly investment emails. We call them our top picks email, where we scour the Central Oregon market every single week to look for the best investment opportunities all over Central Oregon. And from here on out through the end of the year, we're really tailoring that to properties that can be used as short-term rentals so that you can take advantage of the 100% bonus depreciation. So every single week, we've got a new tip about how you can leverage 100% bonus depreciation. So we gave the tip last week about the STR loophole, which is the biggest one for so many of us that have W-2 income and can't qualify as real estate professional status, which involves 750 hours, just so you know. So to be able to have the STR and have it in service a few nights before the end of the year and have your 100 hours in, you are golden to have this potentially 5-figure tax savings at the end of the year. So stay tuned. If you're not on our top picks email list and you're even remotely considering buying in Central Oregon, or even buying an investment property anywhere in the country, you should be on our email list, because we can connect you with investment-minded realtors all over the country. So the cool part is we're actually having a meetup on November 6th, so 1 week from the day we're recording this, to introduce you all to our amazing tax strategist, who will be sharing all the nitty-gritty, juicy details about 100% bonus depreciation, the STR tax loophole, all the stuff, cost segs, anything you want to know, will be in person in our office on Thursday, November 6th from noon to 1. Or if you're not local or you just can't make it to the office, join us online. We always have a hybrid option for folks to join from anywhere. So we'll be breaking down all kinds of details about bonus depreciation, STR loophole. And if you're serious about STR investing as your exit ramp from a corporate job that you don't love anymore, you need to be in this room.
Yeah. The other plug that I want to make for us is right now, in our listing inventory, we have at least 2 listings of our own that could provide this type of bonus depreciation for you in 2024. Number 2, we've got a running live list of STR options that we have analyzed for you to access. And all you have to do is reach out to us for access to that list. And finally, the other great thing is we had clients started shopping with us last December with this goal, and we were able to secure a property for them and get them help renting it out for at least one night before the end of 2025 in less than 30 days. So it's not too late. It is definitely time to start taking action, but it is not too late. And by working with us, you're working with the people who can get it done in the right amount of time and who know what they're doing.
100%. And I just want to talk to all of the corporate employees out there who may be getting to the end of the year and thinking like, we start to review our goals and what we've accomplished in the previous year and what we want out of our lives and with our time in the upcoming year. And I think a lot of us, a lot of people that I know, a lot of people that end up coming to Sarah and I for real estate investments are looking to real estate as a way to have an off-ramp from corporate life. And real estate is a great way to start replacing that W-2 paycheck with passive income or more passive income. You need to start somewhere. You're not going to replace your whole paycheck with one investment. If you can and you do, tell me what it is because I would love it as well. You got to start somewhere, and it's a perfect opportunity to leverage your W-2 to get a traditional loan if that's the path you want to go and qualify for traditional financing, juice the heck out of your corporate paycheck and use the tax code the way the wealthy do legally to reduce your tax burden, give you more money in the bank to invest in other projects, and start gaining that freedom that you desire before retirement. You don't have to wait to have fun later. And there's no guarantee that later is going to be there for you. So that's why we just really want everyone to understand you take action now. It's so important. And when you've got that W-2 income, you have a leg up because it's so much easier to get traditional financing and to be able to absorb maybe a cash flow negative property for a year if it gives you a 5-digit return in tax savings in the next year. Just all that to say that people don't leave corporate because they don't have income. They leave corporate because they want to control their time. And short-term rentals, along with bonus depreciation, is how you can buy back your time faster than any other strategy we know of.
Yeah, that's right. There's no magic pill, right? But it definitely is about starting now and about using legal ways and using all the various ways in real estate to start to earn back your autonomy. And that's why we're focusing on STRs. So don't just listen, take the first. Freedom isn't someday, it's a strategy. You've got to reach out to us first. You've got to take a first step. Your first step might not always be perfect, but we are definitely here to guide and encourage you. One last
And you
thing.
do that.
Yeah.
You book a call with us, right, Sarah? Like we have a link in the show notes below with a calendar link where you can actually meet with us in real life, either in our office or on Google Meet. And we'll talk to you and share what we know and get you on the path to where you want to go, whether it's leaving corporate or buying your first short-term rental or buying your next. We're here to help.
Definitely. Also, another bonus goodie in the show notes is a link to our wonderful CPA. And by clicking that link, that will connect you with via us, and you'll be able to schedule a free call with him as well to at least, again, start the conversation. That's the first part. Start the conversation, get your accountability partners, and let us get to work for you. So thanks for listening. We're obsessed with short-term rentals and bonus depreciation, and you should be too. So we will see you and hopefully hear from you very soon.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you on next week's meetup event. And just to close this out, if you know that 2025 is your year to make a move, do not wait. This episode should absolutely be your wake-up call. So book a call with us, book a call with our CPA, and make something happen. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to the Suzanne and Sarah Real Estate Investing Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, then subscribe and leave us a review because your feedback helps us reach people like you who are ready to elevate their lives. Don't forget to share this episode with someone who's passionate about real estate or personal growth. And for more tips, resources, and updates, follow us on Insta or visit us at CentralOregonInvestorNetwork.com. And remember, you have the power to design the life you want, one real estate investment at a time. See you next week.